And live from the rinks, it's Friday night hockey on the Long Island Sports Network. Welcome, everyone. My name is Jack Sisk, and I'll be taking you through the call tonight on the LI Sports Network as Kings Park takes on West Islip in the freshman division. Coming into tonight, Kings Park freshman black sitting at 3-1-1. West Islip freshman blue sitting at 2-3. William Churro will be the starting goaltender tonight for West Islip. And on the other end for Kings Park, as we can currently see, it will be Carson Estero in between the pipes. Leading point getters here tonight. For Kings Park, it is Allstat, excuse me, as we look over a couple things. As you can see, the KPZ side of the ice is a little bit short. As of now, I only have 3 players in the lineup for tonight, but assuming they have more than 3 players here for Kings Park Commack, that would mean their leading goal scorer, leading point getter, third in the freshman division would be Brody Allstat, 8 goals, 4 assists, 12 points. And you can still see only 3 players on the KPC side of the ice, unless there's some on the bench that I'm not currently seeing. Nonetheless, West Islip ready to play and should have a fun one for you here tonight as we take a look through both teams' top players. Michael Lane, the leading scorer for West Islip freshman blue, a balanced attack. He has 1 goal, 3 assists. Jake Anayo and Matthew Minervini, the leading goal getters, pure goal getters, I should say, 2 apiece. And 10 players on this West Islip team have a point this season. So it should be a fun one here at the rinks as we just get ready for the playing of our very own national anthem right after warm-ups, and we will have 45 minutes of hard-hitting freshman SCHSHL hockey on the LI Sports Network. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we get set for the opening puck drop. No national anthem here tonight, and we're underway. KPC has 5 players on the ice currently. Not sure if anybody else has made it to the bench. It looks like they were a little bit late out of the dressing room, but nonetheless, West Islip with possession. Empty bench for KPC. Lions on the attack as that shot ends up out of play. Early stoppage in this hockey game as we are still waiting to see the full lineup for this KPC squad. 23 seconds have elapsed as we get a shot from the point that trickles beneath the goal line. Lions looking to reset. Pass to the slot, the shot, and it ends up going just wide, thrown towards the front. Doesn't get there. A good chance, though, for Minervi. Held in at the line. Lions pressing. That shot punched out, loose, and that one's thrown behind the net. Lions still looking for it. Knights trying to clear it, unable to do so, and it's covered up by the netminder, Carson Esturo. And the draw is controlled by West Islip. Another one thrown towards the slot, looking for it now. Lions have it beneath the goal line. That one leaves the zone. Knights trying to press in transition. Here's a chance, but it ends up back in neutral. Lions have it now, throwing that one in. It's going to trickle. And now move to the weak side. Trainer has it. And it's taken away. Back and forth we go in the neutral zone as both teams jockeying for it. Puck now ends up beneath the goal line. Little D-to-D pass. That one's flipped out of the zone. And here comes KPC. They have a 3-on-1 if they hurry. Lead pass does not connect. Puck eventually leaves the zone, heading all the way down. We'll get a whistle for icing with 12:43 remaining in this first period. Trainer, Resequi, Stella Bocard, along with Logan Striga, out right now for KPC. Jared Waterman in the face-off circle. That one ends up on net. We get a quick whistle here. 12:59 now remaining in this first period. Face-off is tied up, and West Islip gets the clear. Now moving in transition, 3-on-2. Carried to the outside, looking to cut back in, but the play is broken up nicely by Bocard. KPC will now come away with it as it's carried out of the zone. Lions recover, and it ends up being reset. Here comes KPC. And now here come the Lions up the ice. Walking in, that one's poked away. Back up and out. Trainer looking for it and ends up losing it again. Lions on the attack, but not for long. Once again, Wilk and Cascone unable to make something happen, and now coming in 2-on-2. A shot, and that one ends up coming all the way out to the point, and eventually the Lions get it. A chance now for a breakaway, poking at it, and forced outside. Bocard with the defensive play. Leo just threw that one back in. Will eventually come out of the zone. Here's a chance for KPC coming in 2-on-1. Shot, and that one's right in the breadbasket of William Chero. Doing draws, one by West Islip. It was to the right of Chero, and now move to the weak side. Lions will look and get the clear. Carried in, officials deem on sides. Knights force a turnover. Do they have possession? Lions recover in neutral. On the regroup, West Islip looking for the 3-on-2. Walking in, that shot, and it goes wide. Held in at the line, it's thrown towards the net. Now in the right wing corner, along the half wall, and ends up beneath the goal line for Galante. He can't hold it. Knights get it out, not a clean pass, and now forced to reset is West Islip. Little chip and chases. Galante is on it, ends up helping to force the turnover. Lions have it in the left wing corner, moving it to the point. Slap shot, and that one's turned aside. Rebound is loose, it's free, and it ends up in the corner. Golden opportunity for the Lions, but it won't go. Looking to move to 3-on-3 on the season. That shot goes well wide. Caroming off the wall and held in. Another chance for the Lions. And that one's in. Official makes that determination, and a little bit late, but that's going to be, if I'm correct, and who's leading the line, that's Marco Abenda. And we'll get the replay for you momentarily. Marco Abenda credited with the goal. It's 1-0 West Islip. That's his first of the season. And on the ensuing face-off, it's won by KPC, but they're forced to regroup in their own zone. That's Abenda's first goal of this season. He had 6 last year for Freshman Blue. 9:48 remaining in this first period. Lions looking to move to 3-3. Knights looking to avoid their second loss of the season. Spinning and entering, Lions chip and chase. Beneath the goal line, now up along the half wall. KPC forces it out of the zone. Only 5 skaters here tonight for KPC. And walking in that time, you could see the fatigue set in for Cody Resekwi. And now resetting his Bocard. Lost it. A chance for the Lions. Shooting, and that one goes off the glass, and Lions will retain. KPC gets it, throws it. That one's going all the way down. And we get a whistle for icing. 8:58 now remaining in this first period. Thank you so much for watching on the LI Sports Network. Face-off coming to the right of Asturo. Lions had possession, were unable to get a shot on goal, and ends up in the corner for Wilk. On his backhand, throwing it to the slot. Shot won't go the first time. Second time it does. It's loose. And they thought they had it covered, and it's still loose, but officials blow that one dead. Face off won by the Lions, thrown on net, and we get another whistle and another stoppage. Ensuing face-off once again, won by the Lions. And possession is 9/10 of the law, and that's why West Islip has a 1-0 lead in this hockey game. KPC got the clear. It was thrown right back in, and Knights will regroup. That one's thrown towards the net left there by Asturo. He comes back for it, backhands in. Not a lot of lineup choices, as that one goes all the way down for Frank Paratori to make for this KPC squad. No icing on that one. Lions now in transition. West Islip just electing to chip and chase. And when you know no relief is coming, it's a pretty solid strategy. It's a turnover here, a shot. And that one looks like it grazed the glove of Asturo. Beneath the goal line now. Clearing attempt is broken up nicely by Cascone. Lions remain on the forecheck, but not for long. Scooped up and ladled out by Striga, but West Islip regroup in neutral. A lot of bodies on that bench for West Islip is here. Another chance, another shot. That one going wide off the stick of Minervini. Comes back to the point of shot. And that one out of the goal comes right back out, and quick, no hesitation from the officials there. And it's 2-0 West Islip. Off the side of the bar, you're going to see this nicely here is, my apologies, we are calling this game remotely tonight, so I was hoping to get the officials determination, but as you see that one goes in, not actually sure you let the officials in the back right corner. I actually can't see the official in the zone, so my apologies. That's the second of the night for Marco Abenda. Had 6 last year, has 2 here tonight, had 0 coming into the game, so he's now got 5 points in, I want to say that's 5 games. Yes, it is. So a good night for Marco Abenda, and not a lot of options here for this KPC squad. That is without their leading scorer and playing with 5 skaters and 1 netminder here tonight. Nearly turned over. KPC unable to settle it that time, and here's a chance. Trying to throw that one to the slot. Play was broken up nicely. Lions now on the attack. Bocard with it. Stella Bocard, I believe that's the sister of Gavin Bocard, former Long Island Royals player. Played for KPC JV. Here's a chance that's thrown towards the net. Ends up going wide, and the Lions will now regroup yet again. Carried to the outside, looking to cut back in. That shot goes wide. A nice move there. Looks like that was Rowan Burnt. Held in at the line once again, and going to be chased after for West Islip. That's Christopher Lundy with 10 on the back of his jersey taped up there. D to D they go. Webster walks in. His shot turned aside. Rebound is loose. It's free, and they can't find the back of the yawning cage. Here comes KPC. They have numbers if they hurry. That one's shot well wide of the net. Collected on the half wall. Thrown towards the front. Poked out and ends up in the corner. Lions looking to turn and go. They have numbers, if not on the ice, then off of it. But KPC holds the zone. Little sustained possession as Waterman towards the front. That one was broken up. Back towards the point. Bocard can't hold it. 3-on-1 developing. On the back check is Bocard. Poking it away, but the pass comes across. KPC now trying to take it away from Lundy. They do, but the Knights can't settle it. And Lions towards the front. Shot from the slot won't go. Golden opportunity for Sebastian Kent. Here comes KPC. Odd man rushed the wrong way as that shot from the outside is just paddled aside, and Connor Webster's going to throw that one up the wall, and now the headman pass broken up nicely. Bocard dancing and prancing. Made a nice lead pass, but couldn't connect. And now here's a chance for KPC. Coming in 1-on-2. That shot turned aside. Lions will regroup. 4:12 remaining in this first period. West Islip up by 2. A full bench, and KPC has none. That shot won't go. Another chance for the Knights. Ends up in the slot. Comes back out. KPC pressing now despite being shorthanded in all ways except for literally, is that shot from Bocard. Doesn't make it. Another chance, another shot. They score. KPC is on the board, 3:44 remaining, and the lead has been cut in half. Show you the replay here is more than one opportunity. Just the spinning shot from Cody Resekwi, and that one is in the back of the net. His first of the night, and a big-time play for KPC. Resekwi's third of the season. So it's a 2-1 hockey game, 2 Abenda and 1 for Resekwi. KPC now pressing, seeming to have found their legs, despite being a bit short-handed here. Again, no roster decisions for Paratori to make as a turnover is forcing KPC fires that one in. Lions under some duress, caved in their own zone as the Knights force a turnover, can't hold it initially, and now on the forecheck, aggressively trying to hold that zone, and this time at the point, the Lions nearly get it out. It's left behind initially, and then thrown all the way down. No icing on the play, deemed the officials. Bocard just whips it around the wall. Waterman waits for it. He'll take it and go. Wheeling up ice. Shielding nicely. And that one got deflected as he tried to shoot. 2:25 now. Not a lot of stoppages, and it seems like that's helping KPC rather than hurting them. Striga, his shot. And that one went off the bar. Waterman holding it in. Lions player loses his footing in the corner, and the puck ends up beneath the goal line after a scurry for it in front of the net. West Islip still looking for the clear. They won't get it initially. Won't get it the second time, but third time's the charm. But then they throw it all the way down for icing. And we get a whistle and a stoppage here with 1:54 remaining in the first period. Face-off is won by the Lions. Arm in the air, and looks like that was for delayed offsides as it comes back down. Knights recover, looking to reset. Puck comes up, out of the zone. Regrouping now is Abenda. Has both goals tonight for West Islip, his first 2 of the season. He had 6 last year, 9 points, and this year he's got 4 points in 5 games after tonight's pair of goals. Held in at the line nicely by Minervini and eventually sent all the way down for icing with 1:10 remaining now in this first period. Back and forth we go on the LI Sports Network. 2-1 hockey game between the Kings Park Freshman Black Knights and the West Islip Freshman Blue Lions. Face-off is won by KPC. Wheeling up ice, but a nice turnover forced in transition. Here come the Lions. To the outside shot, and that one's turned aside by Chero. Lions recovering, looking to reset, moving it to the weak side. Nice pass there. Shot turned aside in front. Clearing attempt goes off Waterman. Bocard in the corner. Waterman helps out, gets the puck. Now looking for the clear. Gets tied up there and some physical play. No call as it was clean. Then the Lions eventually chip it back in. KPC looking for it now as the Lions reset beneath the goal line. That one sent off the back of the cage. KPC into the corner. And once again, they will try and chip and chase. And once again, it will be held in at the line. 15 seconds remaining now. Less than that. One last push for KPC, maybe. Here they come. One-on-one developing, trying to force their way through a nice defensive play. It's forced up, shot, and that will, it looks like, do it for this first period. After one, it's 2-1, and the difference has been Marco Abenda's 2 goals. A late response for Cody Resekwi, assisted by Stella Bocard, and we're going to take a quick break for the first intermission on the LI Sports Network. I will be calling this game remotely, as I will the next 2 on the LI Sports Network. So, again, big thanks to Rowan. Without them, this would not be possible. Start of the second period. And it's one back. Lions will dump and chase yet again. It worked very well for the first half of the first period. And then there came KPC as they just stopped chasing, let the Lions tire themselves out, and it led to a couple scoring chances. Waterman under pressure. Turnover formed by Cascone, and a little support from Wilk. Now the Lions will circle. Thrown towards the front. That one ends up being a bit of a battle for it. Eventually fired out by KPC, and that one will, looks like, end up in neutral. Might have gone out of play. So we get a whistle on the stoppage. Wholesale change for the Lions, and again, no change for KPC. Frank Paratori looking a little lonely on that bench for KPC. Head coaches for West Islip, head coach, I should say, is James Giorgio, as that one's dumped in off the draw. Lions pressing, looking to settle it. Assistant coaches Robert Lane and Sebastian Polio. As that one is sent all the way down, we get a whistle for icing. 1 minute has elapsed in this second period, a couple stoppages. And the stoppages definitely play to KPC's benefit, but if they're going to ice it, they might want to consider not chasing. If they had a 6th player on the bench, maybe, but as it stands with 5, I would probably caution against it. Faceoff is won. The shot from the point turned aside and covered. Poking at it late, but never came free. Really solid play from Estero that time. Face off one back by West Islip. That shot caroms off the end boards. Collected by the Lions. They'll look to reset. Circling the zone. It comes to the point. Dumped back in by Minervini, excuse me, as both teams battling for it to the front. A shot, and that one goes through the 5-hole. It's the third goal of the game for the West Islip Lions. You're going to see it here on the replay. Just some nice positional awareness here is turning away, spinning, and finding the soft space of the ice is Christopher Lundy, his first of the night. And just like that, it's a 2-goal game yet again, as Christopher Lundgren finds the back of the net. Another chance for West Iceland. Apologies on that, as it seems I'm having a bit of an issue with my roster, and that's why I said Lundy and not Lundgren. So my apologies for that. Trying to get that sorted on my end, but as the face-off comes to the right of Jarrow, excuse me, West Islip gets a shot on goal. That's the first goal of his Suffolk County High School Hockey League career for Lundgren, and now 2-on-1 for KPC. Walking in for him, backhand thrown towards the back, and it goes in. That might have gone off of, we're trying to see who that was, either go off the KPC stick or to go off the West Islip stick. And for those of you watching for home, I am in the exact same boat as you are. And you'll see it nicely. You're just inching in, inching in, inching in, inching in. And yep, that goes off of that goes off of West Islip. That's a for, and I want to make sure. Looks like that's going to be Ryan Trainer, who's been credited, but I think that was if the passer on that goal was Resequi, which is how it's listed. I think that actually was his goal based on what I'm seeing on my monitor. But now here comes West Islip. It's a 3-2 game, 1 score, and KPC breaks that one up. Both teams battling for it. Eventually, West Islip will chip it back into KPC territory. Stretch pass, turning and going, but a nice poke check there breaks that one up. 12:35 remaining in the second period. No long change for KPC. They don't have anyone else to put on. Long change for West Islip, of course, but I'm sure they'll take that trade-off. Puck comes up, but not out of the zone. KPC looking to reset. Nice little grab there for the Knights. Comes back out, but now in the corner, Waterman has it. Fires that one on goal. Rebound, and that one goes well wide. Now KPC has to hold the zone. Good job there from Ryan Trainer. Credited with that second goal, and since the officials are in the building, I'm going to defer to them on that one, as that one shot towards the front, redirected, and then we get a stoppage. That would be Trainer's second of the season. Face off one by West Islip, looking for possession. Puck came out of the zone. This will be chased by Abenda. He'll go D to D. And he'll get it back now in neutral. Resetting, and eventually just fires that one in from the right side of the red line as he crossed back over to his own side. Good job knowing where the stick is, knowing where the puck was, and avoiding a unnecessary icing as West Islip pressing here, and KPC eventually comes away with it as Trainer just throws that one around the wall. Held in nicely by Galante, and again, when the Lions are able to play this chip and chase game, a nice move there, walking in a shot. That one is stopped by Asturo. Face-off is won by KPC, and now in transition, a little chip and chase game for the Knights that does not go their way. Important game for West Islip as KPC's on the attack. That shot goes in. The left wing corner held in by the Knights. West Islip on the outside looking into this playoff race behind Sachem and Middle Country in the standings right now as here come the Lions. A chance in transition, but that one's turned over. A win here today could move them not only to 500, but it would move them a little bit closer to those freshman playoff spots. Only one team in freshman does not have a win so far. That's Northport Huntington Blue. Smithtown freshman red at the top of the division, but nobody else has more than 3 wins. 9:52 remaining in this second stanza. Lions get the clear. Bocard throws the shoulder and knocks that one free. Will now reset to Trainer. Chipping that up but not out of the zone. A nice move. Walking in now. A shot, and that one's turned aside. Big stop there. Resetting back. Webster walks in. Fires. That one's turned aside. Rebound popped out. KPC looking for a free pass and transition, and nearly sliding behind the defense was Resekwi, and if they had managed to get it through to him, it would have been a good chance. And now both teams battling for it. A little scrappy here in this second period again. When you look at the standings, this is a game that if you're West Islip, you can bank this win now, and you have a much, much better chance of making the playoffs just by virtue of maybe getting a win as that shot went wide for the Lions that maybe you wouldn't always get, but you have an opportunity here to beat a team with 5 players. You got to take it. Puck held in at the line for now. KPC forcing the turnover. Now here's a chance in transition. Walking in. Shot from Waterman. That one turned aside into the corner easily. Real solid save for Chero, who's dueled the Sturo well here tonight. Both goals going against West Islip. Not much chance for the netminder, and real solid goaltending battle both ways. Failed clear for the Lions, but second attempt, they nearly get it out. Eventually, Trainer battling with Wilk. Threw towards the front, eventually comes back to Wilk. Doesn't come out initially, comes out the second time, delayed offsides. Once again, we get a shot of the lonely Frank Paratori on the bench. Not really sure how you coach with no bench. I mean, I suppose you can I suppose you can pull a Hoosiers, but outside of that, there's not really much that KPC can do. No adjustments to be made. Some nice little play in front of the net from Asturo, who's really been coming out more and more aggressively as this game goes on, trying to buy his players a little rest. And we get an icing here. 7:13 remaining. In a 3-2 hockey game on the LI Sports Network. First of 3 here tonight. That face-off is eventually won by KPC for Drew, who's asking, is this a new camera? Can't see when that comment came in as the Lions now come in on the attack and unable to get a shot off. We're using a pan tilt zoom camera tonight because we only have one crew member. Again, my great producer, Rowan Ladik, who is really doing everything at the rink here tonight. I'm just remoting in from Tennessee. Now a chance for West Islip coming in. A shot, and that one's turned aside. Real solid positional play from Asturo. Walking in, Waterman across. Lions now resetting. And eventually they get the clear. Now a chance 2-on-1 if they hurry, but not quick enough. Jake Aniano had that one, but eventually comes out of the zone. A chance for KPC. And here it comes. 1-on-0. Forehand, back and forehand. They score. And Jared Waterman ties the game. It's 3-3. A big collision along the wall, and it ends up springing Waterman. He goes forehand and beats the outstretched glove of Gerald. Like I said, there hasn't been much he could do on any of those goals. That was the case here. It's a tie game against all odds for KPC. Frank Paratori having some words with his players. 5:49 remaining. And I mentioned earlier on that if you get the win here, if you're West Islip, it makes your road to the playoffs, and it's never too early to start thinking about points. A little bit easier, but now here's another chance for KPC. Lions get the clear. Both teams battling for it. For those of you who do notice our different camera here tonight, I can assure you there are Division I hockey teams out there, at least on the women's side, that I've seen using just a PTZ. So we're in pretty good company. Both teams now deadlocked at 3. It was all West Islip all the time early on, but no longer the case. Under 5 minutes remaining in this second period, both teams battling for it. KPC content to let West Islip play with it on their own end of the ice as they now go for the chip and chase. Sturgo unable to keep that one to the outside. A wraparound attempt won't go. Stella Bocard will just throw that one up the wall, and looks like West Islip will hold that in. Abendo walking forward. That shot turned aside, looking to cover it, and it is covered by Esturo. Well, it started out, like we said, all about the really solid play of Marco Abenda. 2 long shots, 2 quality shots, but Cody Resekwe now credited with that first goal. As I had initially suspected, I guess every dog has his day. And then 2 more goals after that. 1 for West Islip and 2 more for KPC. Christopher Lundrigan and then Ryan Trainer and Jared Waterman making it 3 apiece. Both teams battling for it. 4:07 remaining. That one's thrown up. Icing waved off. Recovered by Webster. Unable to make anything happen. In transition the first time. Second time they get it beneath the KPC goal line. Knights looking for a clear. Unable to get it, at least initially. That one's fired up. Webster holds it in. Dancing to his backhand. Carrying it in beneath the goal line now. Spinning away. Loses it. Thrown up. Off the glass. Out of the zone. That one will go all the way. No icing as it trickles to a stop. Lucky break for KPC. Sebastian Pulio under pressure, but he beats the first forechecker, beats the second, and in transition now coming in. Shot through traffic. That one steered aside. Beneath the goal line. Lions circling as that shot's turned aside easily. KPC just looking for a clear, trying to just essentially kill off the last 2 minutes and 45 seconds of the second period. There are no reinforcements coming, but every point counts. Lions battling for it here, and again, a win for them. Already 3 losses in the books. It means a little bit more as that one rolls all the way down for icing. 2:26 remaining. But that doesn't mean this win wouldn't be without meaning for KPC as we take a look at the standings. 3-1-1, so they're just behind East Islip freshman red, they're second at 3-0-2, so 2 ties, and they're behind Longwood freshman white. They're at 3-1-0-1. That little overtime loss keeping them ahead of KPC. Overtime loss instead of a tie in this case seems to be the difference. But it can't be overstated how much KPC would like to move into third, as that one can't be cleared out. 2:05 remaining. Lions on the attack, flipping that one across. Shot and ends up being turned aside. Diving play, it's forced into the corner. Lions will continue to circle from the point. That shot is blocked. Recovered by West Islip. Back to the point, another shot, another block. Turned aside first time, second time, and another key stop from Astura before we get a whistle. That one was scooped up from under his glove after the whistle had been blown. The difference in the standings right now, of course, being goals for, goals against. KPC has more goals for, but less goals against. And as that one comes out, so the point shot is turned aside. My apologies for saying the overtime loss is what made the difference. That actually ended up being goals against. Head-to-head, of course, also taken into account as West Islip, here they come. 2-on-1. That one's broken up. KPC gets it back. Looking for the clear. Got a little too fancy with Bocard. Now coming back in the Lions. That shot ended up carrying into the end boards. You could see Gavin Bocard, who I'm not 100% sure now was Stella's brother, in that play, because that was just an aggressive move in transition and something the other Bocard did very well for KPC. Turned over now. Here's a chance for West Islip. Poked away in transition. We get no whistles. Arm up in the air. KPC has possession. Believe that is just delayed offsides, but we'll see on the call. Back and forth we go on the LI Sports Network. There are now 4 KPC players on the ice, so it looks like we might have our first penalty of the game. Suppose the 2-minute rest could do some good, as that one is controlled by West Islip, but Bendo's shot goes well wide. It's 2 minutes for hooking to Logan Striga, and at this point, the break might actually give him a little bit of juice coming out of the box in this third period if KPC can kill off the remainder of the second. Also means they can ice it without a stoppage. That one shot on net and turned aside, and we get a whistle with 3 seconds remaining in this period. Face off, tied up. KPC is going to pin it along the wall, and that'll do it for the second period. After 2, against all odds, we're deadlocked at 3. And head coach Frank Paratori will just pull out the water bottles, and KPC lives to fight another period. We'll be right back. Knights on the kill, but the game is tied on the LI Sports Network. This third period, West Islip and KPC tied at 3. Both teams battling for possession, trying to secure the win in this hockey game. Knights on the power play. No bench tonight for KPC, but that hasn't stopped them from fighting the Lions to a standstill after falling behind 2-0 early in the first. Carrying it in is Abendo. He's still on hat-trick watch. That shot is gloved but not grasped. Knights looking to throw it up and out of the zone. Here comes West Islip. Another chance in transition. Nice poke check forced to the outside that time was Minervini. Came to the front, poked at it. A dangerous play for KPC. Striga still in the box, getting a well-deserved break, but one his teammates might not appreciate. 13:48. Nice entry for Minervini, but it's not controlled. He just battles through to gain possession. Drops it off. To the point that shot turned aside. Nice positional save. Really aggressive in his crease is Asturo as that one is thrown out of the zone. Chasing after it now. Released from the box is Striga. He wants a goal. Throws that one. Looks like it definitely got deflected there, and now that one thrown towards it as well. KPC turning it over now. Heading up ice, it's Lundrigan, excuse me, as that one goes all the way down. We get a whistle for icing. Faceoff came outside. Looks like that might have been a delayed offsides call. Either way, we play on. Lions on the attack, but KPC breaks it up. Striga turning it over, thrown towards the front, and it comes back out towards the point. In the corner now, looking for it. West Islip still circling, still looking for the lead. They led for most of the night. They have not trailed, but the longer this game goes, it seems like KPC is surviving on sheer spite alone. As that one is thrown up, out. Here's a chance in transition. It's a partial breakaway. Shot, and that one's turned aside. Rebound came out, and Resique can't get to it. Turnover forced. Another chance. Here come the Knights. Now regrouping on this Friday night as KPC tries to snatch a win from the jaws of defeat. They've beaten the odds to get this far, and they can taste it. Puck comes up, but not out of the zone. KPC battling for it. West Islip comes away with it. It's Cascone. 96 in white, dancing to the outside, pulls back in, shot, and that one is stopped by Asturo. 11:41 remaining in this third and potentially final period. First of 3 on the docket. Up next, we'll have KPC JV taking on Smithtown Hauppauge JV Red. And we'll close out tonight with Middle Country and the defending county champion, St. Anthony's. Face-off is controlled by West Islip. That one went up and out of the zone. I believe we have a delayed offsides here, and the last Lion to get the memo gets out of the zone. And KPC gets a zone exit. They'll chip, but probably won't chase. Now here come the Lions in transition. One-on-one for Wilk. Was unable to get it. Bokar threw it up the boards. Cascone, give and go shot. That one goes wide left. KPC. And the lead pass won't go on that one as well. Some big-time opportunities, but neither team able to capitalize. Now we get a whistle, and it looks like we get a penalty here. We're going to wait and see what the call is. All 5 KPC players remain on the ice, so by default, it looks like this one will go against West Islip. We're getting them in pretty quickly here on the GameSheets.com app, so that at least is helpful. Get you the call as soon as we have it, but as of now, it's a PK for KPC. Cascone for roughing. That one is broken up. Both teams battling for it. Lions come away with it, and now they'll press. Here's a chance, but KPC can't settle it, and now it's a Benda. Knights looking to regroup. They're on the power play. 2-minute penalty to Cascone at 10:45. We've already seen 40 seconds elapse on this power play, and they haven't had much to show for it. Lions regrouping. KPC recovering. Striga under pressure, makes the lead pass. It's picked off. West Islip had a chance. It was a Benda. That one went out of play. 9:43 remaining in this third period. Face off one forward by West Islip. Chasing after it is an Aniano, and he'll reset beneath the goal line. A shot. That one ends up off the end boards. Minervini and Abendo, the defensive pair for West Islip, and in transition, they've owned the puck, looking to reset now as that one's just scooped up and ladled across. And now Striga will elect to just fire it in. KPC on the chase. Good lead pass. Here they come in transition. A chance for Minervini. He's in the corner. Circling now. Looking for the pass. Can't find it. 9 minutes remaining in this third period. About 15 seconds now. 10 on the penalty. KPC gets it. Looking up ice. Have they run out of gas? Maybe. We'll have to find out as we return to even strength. This game is still tied. Both teams battling for possession. Knights holding it in, but right now it's a lot more give than go. And now here's a chance for West Islip. Winning it. Shot and turned aside. There was an open man on the back door, but a nice strong play from Esturo. Face off one back by West Islip. Shot from the point. Won't make it on goal. It was Polio that time. Now here's a chance. It's a 2-on-1 for KPC. Here they come. Walking in. Shooting. And that one goes over the net. He had him stick side high. Couldn't finish the job. Resique. Supported by Bokar, but West Islip gets the clear. 3-on-2. That pass ends up in the corner. Trickles beneath the goal line all the way behind the net. Now the Knights resetting, looking to head man it there. That one might have been deflected. West Islip has it, looking to re-enter. They do. Nice little pass there, but a better poke check. KPC will recover. They'll head up ice. Here comes Trainer, and he flips that one into the zone. It'll be chased. Looks like that's Adam Rank who throws that one up the wall. It's held into the line, shot towards the net, and ends up careening all the way back out to the point. Striga can't dump it in, loses his footing, poking at it from his feet. West Islip has not settled the puck. Connor Webster on it, but can't hold it. That one sent towards the net, poked out by Chero. Eventually, West Islip recovers. 7 minutes now remaining in this third period. Coming in, a shot. That one goes just wide of the cage of Esturo. Comes back out to the point, but now a turnover in front. A shot And that one finds the back of the net. Esturo unable to do anything that time. It's 4-3 West Islip. The clock is no longer on KPC's side as they tried to wind this one down, at least escape of a point. It's going to be 4-3. The difference maker right now, a goal by Rowan Burnt. His first of the season. It's 4-3 West Islip, 6:43 remaining. That really solid penalty kill. The catalyst for West Islip. They gave up a couple chances afterwards. And now here comes KPC in transition. Little escape turn gone wrong along the wall. Burnt's first of the season for West Islip. And right now, what's the difference maker in this hockey game is KPC still trailing, but as it stands, a real solid effort would end in 0 points in the standings. Held in for now by Strigo. Lions looking for the exit. KPC looking to hold it in. Unable to do so initially. But on the second try, the Lions get the clear. Looking to move that one across. The 2-on-1, more of a 2-on-2, was broken up. Some strong physical play in the corner. And thrown up out of the zone. Arm in the air. Looks like that'll be for icing. And we are correct. 5:35 remaining in this third, and as it stands, final period. Face-off is one back. Shot from the point. That's blockered aside by Esturo. Lions on it, looking for the clear. They get it. Or, excuse me, KPC gets it. Abendo now regrouping. Looking in transition. West Islip has a 1-goal lead. They also have a potential. They thought it was a 3-on-1. That one goes all the way down. We get a whistle for icing, it looks like, and it'll head all the way back down to the right of Chero. So a golden opportunity for KPC. One back. Shot. Ends up making it through the backhand rebound attempt. And that one goes wide. KPC pressing. Can't get it to the front. It's 4-3 West Islip, but it nearly was 4-4. Lions circling. Eventually, KPC gets it. Nearly gets it out of the zone. They do. And now a chance in transition. 3-on-1 if they hurry. That shot from the outside kicked out. No rebound on the play. Lions control, looking up ice. Nice stretch pass across. Lundgren coming in, looking to make the headman pass. He finds it. Forehand, backhand, through the legs and denied. Esturo with the stop. 4:19, just a little too fancy for the Lions. A bona fide breakaway, and KPC buying some time. Looks like they're going to call their timeout here with 4:19 remaining in this third and potentially final period. Right now, the entire Lions Roster huddled up, and the entire KPC roster on the bench is, well, minus, of course, Carson Esturo, as they just try and steal a win. Four minutes and 19 seconds standing between West Islip in their third win and KPC in their second loss. Face-off will come to the left of Esturo's cage once the KPC roster makes it back out onto the ice. And the face-off is 1 mile Lions. They'll reset to the point. KPC aggressive now as Bokar tries to force a turnover pass to the weak side. Nice poke check by Esturo. That might have been the difference maker if KPC can come back and tie this one up. Maybe steal a point, but here comes West Islip one-on-one. Nice play. Lane forces his way through, throws it towards the net, turned aside. Second chance, turned aside as well. Gloved by Esturo. 3:52 now remaining. West Islip wins the faceoff. That shot ends up in the corner. Both teams battling for it. Trainer reversing it. Ends up being picked up by Bokar and wanted to stretch the ice under pressure from two lines. Throws it off the wall. Held in. A chance for West Islip, but that shot goes well wide. Waterman now will collect. Thought about reversing it. Decided against it. Little reversal to the weak side is Striga trying to skate into it. That one got poked in neutral now. Recovered. Resiqui pokes it ahead. Trainer wasn't ready for it. KPC now has to regroup. Both teams struggling to gain possession. Lions eventually come away with it. On the attack now, Cascone. Both teams whacking at it. Comes towards the front. It's steered away from pressure, and KPC eventually comes away with it. And that shot is gloved. So we get a quick stoppage here. .218 remaining in this third and potentially final period. Both teams battling for it. Andrew Cascone, the younger brother of Michael Cascone, who once had, I believe, a 63-point season for West Islip. And now just one period away for West Islip, or rather, 1 minute and 52 seconds, excuse me, from finally escaping with this win. KPC has it. They can't pull the goalie. They don't have anybody else to put on. Here come the Lions, a chance in transition, and turned aside. Shot is gloved, and we get another whistle here. Tried setting it down just a little bit too late. Face-off is 1. Lions now with a chance, a potential breakaway. That one was batted down, but it's not a high stick. 120 remaining. That one's thrown towards the front. Spinning in the slot, the shot won't go. Comes out of the zone. And now a chance, that one's thrown over the net. 1 minute and 5 seconds now. KPC trying to hold the line. They can't. 2-on-1. Pass, forehand, backhand, turned aside, thrown up, out of the zone. 2-on-1 now. Give and go. Shot, gloved, it's loose, comes back out, and it looks like that'll leave the zone. Officials gesture, no goal. Both teams battling for it. Eventually, West Islip gets that one out, and that's going to be a whistle here for icing. First of 3 hockey games on the LI Sports Network, and as it stands, West Islip will escape with a win. Maybe a harder fought one than they'd like, but you have to credit Carson Esturo and these tenacious KPC Knights. And now here's a chance in transition. That shot ends up being redirected, ends up in the corner. 10 seconds now, KPC. Their only hope is a Hail Mary, a turnover force, a breakaway, a shot, and it's gloved. But that'll about do it. West Islip is set to leave this game, move to 3-3. Behind 2 goals from Marco Obenda, 1 from Christopher Lundgren, and the dagger from Rowan Burnt. Lions fall on the puck and got a whistle there, and we'll see if there's any time left on the clock. As of now, it reads 1 second, but I think they're going to let that one run, and that'll do it. Oh no, they're not letting it run. They're sending West Islip line to the box with exactly 1 second left. 0.4 actually. So I suppose there is a hypothetical chance for KPC, but you'd have to go forward off the draw as they are unable to do so. That'll end it. It's a 4-3 win for West Islip, an important one for these freshman standings. And don't go anywhere unless you're as tired as the KPC freshman team must be after a hard-fought and ultimately heartbreaking defeat for them. There's more action coming up on the Suffolk County High School Hockey League docket, and all of that action happens here on the LI Sports Network. Coming up next at 8:40, KPC JV taking on Smithtown JV Red. You don't want to miss it. Saying so long for the entire LI Sports Network crew, and that's just Rowan Lodick and me. I'm Jack Ziskin. Thank you so much for listening and watching along. We'll be right back at 8:40.